Have you ever reached the end of the day, feeling completely exhausted, but when you stop for a moment and try to remember what you actually did, your mind goes quiet. You know you were busy, replying to messages, checking things, switching between tasks. At the time, it felt like progress. But now, something feels off, a strange gap between how full your day felt and how little it moved you forward. And in that silence, a question appears. What did I actually accomplish? And more importantly, why does it feel like my attention was never really mine? Welcome to Silent Shift, a place where we explore the quiet shifts, shaping how we think, focus, and experience the modern world. If you enjoy thoughtful ideas like this, consider subscribing and joining us, because sometimes the most powerful changes in our lives are not loud. They happen quietly, and often we barely notice them. The illusion begins. There is a pattern that has become almost invisible, not because it is hidden, but because it is everywhere. The feeling of being busy, of always having something to do, of constantly moving from one thing to another. The day fills itself without effort. Notifications, tasks, updates, each one small, each one harmless. But together, they create something powerful, an illusion. The illusion that activity is the same as progress. Constant motion without direction. Your mind rarely stops, not because it cannot, but because it is not allowed to. There is always something waiting. A message, a headline, a new piece of information, and each one invites you to engage, just for a moment, just a quick check, just a small response. But these moments do not stay small. They accumulate, they layer over each other, until your entire day is made of fragments. The fragmented mind, and slowly, something begins to change. Your attention loses its ability to stay. It becomes restless, unsettled, moving before anything can fully develop. A thought begins, but is interrupted. An idea forms, but disappears. Focus is no longer natural. It becomes effort. And even when you try to concentrate, something inside you wants to leave. The hidden cost. This constant movement comes with a cost, but it is not obvious. You will not see it in your schedule. You will not measure it in hours, but you will feel it in the difficulty of thinking deeply, in the absence of clear ideas, in the quiet frustration of knowing you spent the day doing things, but not creating anything meaningful. Because real focus requires something rare: time, patience, and uninterrupted attention. The illusion of productivity. We have learned to associate movement with progress, to feel productive simply because we are active. Responding feels like working. Scrolling feels like learning. Switching feels like efficiency. But these are not the same. They create the feeling of being engaged without the result of being focused. The end of the day. And so, the day ends. You were present. You were involved. You were doing things. But when you step back and look at the whole picture, there is a strange emptiness. Because being busy fills time. Focus moves it forward. The most interesting part is that none of this is hidden. It happens in plain sight, every day, in small moments, in quick decisions, in automatic reactions. But the moment you notice it, the pattern becomes clear. You begin to see how your attention moves, where it goes, what pulls it, and for the first time, you are no longer inside it. You are observing it. And that is where the shift begins. Not with a dramatic change, not with a sudden decision, but with awareness. Because when you see how your attention is being used, you gain the ability to choose, to pause, to stay, and slowly, to take it back. This silent shift. Stay aware, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next shift.